Yeah, I studied the pathogenesis of Parkinson's during my undergrad years at Johns Hopkins and the properties of graphene and graphene-based nanomaterials after that during my PhD program. I noticed a possible connection between the two and the potential graphene-based nanomaterials have for treating Parkinson's at the fundamental level. And that's how BioGraphene started this whole journey back in 2013. It was initially more of a serendipitous discovery, but our consequent findings and publications have shown its best potential in the field of medicine. Collectively, this journey has brought together two different areas of study, medicine and nanotechnology, to form this groundbreaking field now known as nanomedicine. So broadly speaking, BioGraphene aims to become a pioneer in the field of nanomedicine with graphene-based nanoparticles to target neurodegenerative diseases. These neurological disorders not only entail devastating symptoms, but also impact the quality of life of the patient's entire family and provoke different socioeconomic issues. With the aging population and so many other factors that disrupt the human brain in current times, we expect the number of patients affected by the diseases will continuously and may dramatically rise, so it's urgent to come up with something to treat them at the fundamental level, or at least slow their progression. So the vision BioGraphene is pursuing is really one of new hope, to develop graphene-based nanomedicine for these patients with currently incurable diseases.
BioGraphene's research results with graphene quantum dots, or GQDs, have been published in peer-reviewed, highly respected, high-impact research journals, such as Nature and ACS Nanoletters. It's really difficult to get reviewed in these journals, let alone have your work actually get accepted for publication. These accolades go a long way in demonstrating the novelty and significance of their work. I really think they're onto something big here.
I think it's a very natural progression for graphene to wander into the realm of medicine. Historically, graphene has been used in industrial applications, such as IT, where we're using it for flexible electrodes. But when we look at something like a graphene quantum dot, what's really exciting there is the bringing together of nanotechnology with biology and what that means for the field of nanomedicine overall. And I think as we move forward, it's going to be really exciting how we see nanomedicine develop.
While working closely with investors, I know the number one thing that they look for in startups is people. How passionate are they? The cross-border team dynamic between US and Korea of BioGraphene works efficiently to move forward. Also, as an outstanding company in the biotech industry, BioGraphene is leading the way in its social responsibility by recognizing how to make good impact on patients, going beyond the mission statement. Lastly, the company is shaping its brand as a global brand with scalability through active collaboration and strategic partnerships.
So our team in the US focuses on two major indications: Parkinson's disease, which manifests the second most common type of neurodegeneration, and Niemann-Pick disease type C, which is better known as NPC. NPC is a rare pediatric indication with about half of cases occurring before age 10, where most patients are only given short life expectancy following diagnosis. We have started a research collaboration with Dr. Forrest Porter at the NIH, who's a leading expert on the indication, which validates graphene-based nanomedicine's potential as a promising therapeutic candidate. Yeah, considering the current stage of BioGraphene and our strategy moving forward in preparation for clinical trials, I am excited about our current agenda to elucidate the detailed mode of action studies. As the field itself is fairly nascent, there are still so many elements to uncover to fully understand how our graphene-based nanomedicine is acting against our target indications. In that regard, we are initiating the detailed mode of action studies with Dr. Wade Zeno at the University of Southern California and Dr. Forrest Porter at the NIH, as well as the National Research Lab in South Korea. This will be a challenging milestone to achieve for sure, but I've been enjoying this from day one and can confidently say that we will be well positioned to introduce nanomedicine to the general audience with the successful completion of the mode of action studies.
My lab specializes in protein-lipid interactions. Specifically, we examine the interactions between intrinsically disordered proteins, or IDPs for short, and biological membrane surfaces. Based on the research that was previously published by BioGraphene, we have strong reason to believe that the interaction between GQDs and IDPs involved in neurodegenerative diseases, such as alpha-synuclein, are akin to the protein-lipid interactions that I've devoted my entire academic career to studying. Therefore, I'm well qualified and equipped to study these IDP-GQD interaction mechanisms to help BioGraphene understand precisely how their GQDs work and to address broader questions like how general are these mechanisms of GQD interactions and can they be applied to other diseases?
As a Korean startup, one of the major driving forces for entering the States was to pursue our mission to become a global company, because the problem we are solving is not bound to any single country. Also, because the United States has the biggest global pharma market, our presence here has facilitated different collaborations and partnerships that promote the value we are creating for the patients. We recognize that this challenge is too big for any single entity, be it company or institution, to solve alone. For BioGraphene, it has always been and is still about forging meaningful connections with partners and innovators who share the same vision with us.